Hey guys, I got a great workout coming at you today. We are gonna do circuit style. We're gonna do 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest for 3 rounds. So we have 10 exercises here for us to get through. So what's gonna happen, we're gonna do exercise 1 for 45 seconds, rest for 15, move on to exercise 2. Do the same thing there. Go all the way down to exercise 10, and then come back up to the top and do it for a second round. Go all the way down, come back up to the top, do it for a third round. All right, so it's gonna be a nice low impact workout for you guys. That does not mean that it's gonna be any less hard. All right, it just means that it's gonna be a little easier on your joints and it'll be super fun, I promise. All right, you guys ready to do this? And I got my interval timer going for us, our clock, so you'll hear the dings and that'll let us know that it's the end of that move, and then we'll move on to our second move once you hear the second one, because that'll be the end of our break. All right, you guys ready to go? Make sure you're properly warmed up before doing your workout. And if you're not, pause this real fast and warm up for me, okay? So we're gonna go though in 10 seconds, and we're starting with a side to side squat. So what that means is you are gonna step out, squat down, step back in towards the other foot, and then step out with the other. Alrighty, so we're gonna be doing this for 45 seconds. You got it. And squat. Step back in, and out, and down. So you are alternating sides with this. We are keeping our core nice and tight. If you need to step out a little bit wider, feel comfortable in your squat, that is fine. If not, get about hip width apart, squatting down, and back in. Good job, keep it up guys. We're over halfway right now. And you can keep your hands on your hips, or you can keep your hands out in front of you. It is kind of up to you. I like keeping my hands out in front. It kind of reminds me of a front squat when I do that. Good. And don't just throw your body down, nice and controlled. Going up and down. And time. Good job. We're going down to the ground for this move. We're doing plank shoulder taps. So if you want to, you can do them up on your toes, or stretch out for me, do them on your knees. And what's gonna happen? Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. You got this. Tucking that pelvis towards you. Squeezing those glutes as well. And trying to keep your hips, as you notice, maybe nice and secure. We're not swaying. We don't want to sway side to side. We want to keep them nice and tucked in and tight. There you go. And like I said, if you're feeling comfortable with this, or this is feeling easy, rise up in those toes for me, high plank position. Same thing. And touch in. There you go, you got it. So I'll do a little bit of both so you guys can see the difference between the two. You're gonna have a nice tight core, strong core here to get this move down. And time, good job. Getting back up. We are now doing a side lunge to the right with a knee drive across when we come up. So we step out, push those hips back, and then bring it up across my body and back out. All right, and go. So down, across the body. If you need to, set the feet down, step out, push off this bent leg, come back in, knee drive across, and then step back out. That is completely fine. Or make it one nice fluid motion. If you notice, we are staying on this right side right now. And then the next 45 seconds, we're gonna go to the left side. So as always, we wanna keep our sides nice and even. Good. So again, the modification, bring it up, across, down, and step it out. Keeping the other leg nice and straight. And 2, 1, good job. 15-second break. So if you need to, breathe, get some water during this time. We're going 8 seconds to the left side. Stepping out with that left leg. And 3, 2, 1. Step it out, push those hips back. And across. There you go. Keep that core tight. It'll help with your balance. So that's one thing. If you feel really off balance when you are doing this, that is why we have that option of step in and across, because then it still gives you that single leg move at the end with that knee. And make sure you are pushing off from this bent leg. Think about it like a spring. You're loading it and bam, coming across. Good. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're going down to the ground again. We're going into a crunch to glute bridge. So what that means, crunching up, come back down, push through those heels, glute bridge up, and go. So crunch, glute bridge. Squeezing those glutes at the top. Good, you can do it. Like I said, pushing through those heels, get those glutes up. You want to try to get everything in line. Your knee to your hip to your shoulder. And down. Good. And you want to do an extra little like pause at the top. That's completely fine. Now, if you notice, I'm about ready to hit my couch. Good, in time. Alright, we're doing a fast march. If you want, you can progress to high knees. But what's going to happen is going to be opposite arm, opposite leg, coming up. Alright, marching in place. Going as fast as you can. 45 seconds. So think about almost a sprinter with those arms. And we're going. So you kind of have a little bounce in your step. There you go. You don't want to just slam that foot down. You want to keep it nice and gentle. There, good. And like I said, your option is to go into those high knees. Getting those knees up, nice and high. Getting our arms going with it. Completely up to you which one you feel comfortable with. If you'd rather really, really spike that heart rate, get them going. And time, good job. So now we're going to do single leg toe taps to the side and back. So you're going to put about 90% of your weight in this left leg, hands on the hip, out, tap, in, and back. Out, and in. So again, I'm doing about 90% on my weight. Left leg first, or whatever side is weakest for you. Good. You can do it. Keep tapping and switch sides. Sorry about that. I forgot we were going to switch halfway. Good. So now 90% that right leg. Other leg is doing my taps. There you go. And I'm trying to keep my upper body nice and still. Good. All right. What we're going to do hands at your ears, and we're bringing that elbow across the body, same with the knee. So opposite elbow, opposite knee, coming across and down. All right, so keep that core tight. There we go. You don't have to grip your ears, you can just keep your hands up there, coming across your body. Good. You don't want to go too fast. You want to have it nice and controlled. We're over halfway. Keep it up. Keep this core nice and tight. Bringing it in. 8 seconds. 2, 1. Good job. All right, our next move, it is a sumo pulsing squat. So that means it's going to be a wider squat stance. All right, toes are going to be pointing out a little bit. You're going to sink down into that squat and sink it down. Now raise up out a little and go back down. So we're pulsing. And if your legs get really tired, try to embrace it for right now. But if you really need to, you can stand up for a quick second, stretch it out, and then drop back down into that squat. There you go. Feel that burn. And you can keep your hands in front, keep them on your hips, whichever. Another option to do is just hold that squat. Don't pulse, just try to hold it. There you go. You don't want to keep your hands on your thighs. So at the hips or front. And time, good. All right, our next move, we got fast feet. So what's happening is as you lift one foot up, the other one takes the weight, and you're going back and forth, but really fast. All right, you're gonna feel like a tap dancer. That's completely fine, let's go. And if you want, arms go forward and back. You even kind of sound like a tap dancer a little. And if you feel your booty jiggling, you're doing great, keep going. And this is a move that you get to control how fast you go. So right now I'm doing a nice kind of leisurely speed. When we get to 10 seconds, we're gonna pick it up a notch. And go, 10 seconds left. Speed it up. There you go, you can do it. And 2, 1, good job. All right, get some water. That was our 10 exercises. And we're gonna do that for 2 more rounds.